Developing now into our newsroom, the NYPD and the mayor are about to release new details on last night's deadly shooting of a police officer in East Harlem. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelsey Minor. Police Commissioner Bill Bratton and Mayor Bill de Blasio is at One Police Plaza with the latest.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. What we would like to do is provide you with an update on the ongoing investigation into the murder of our police officer, Randolph Holder, last evening.
All right, you're listening there to Commissioner Bratton and Mayor Bill de Blasio, as well as several chiefs of detectives within the NYPD, talking about last night's shooting of a police officer. That officer, Randolph Holder, 33 years old, shot and killed on the line of duty by a man police identify as Tyrone Howard of Harlem. They call Howard a career criminal, saying that he should not have been on the street. But let's give you some background information here of how this all started. It started at 8:30 in East Harlem last night. Officer Holder again shot and killed while trying to apprehend a suspect, Tyrone Howard. According to police, was wanted for multiple arrest warrants, as well as a shooting that happened on September 1st. And as we expect to get more information on this situation, for now, I'm Kelsey Minor. Thank you for watching this News 12 report. Tonight on 12, family, friends, and fellow officers are mourning the loss of yet another NYPD officer. The Brooklyn man shot and killed on the job last night in East Harlem. Tonight, the investigation continues. The suspect now in police custody, awaiting charges.
As local news gets. News 12, Brooklyn.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. Our Brooklyn community is mourning the tragic death of Officer Randolph Holder. The 33-year-old was shot and killed last night after chasing down a suspect. Now the Mill Basin neighborhood where Holder lived is grieving. News 12 Brooklyn's Andrew Dimber talked with neighbors and joins us with the latest. Andrew.
News 12 Brooklyn.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. And we'll have much more on this story in just a bit, including an update from the police commissioner on the latest developments in the investigation. Turning now to our weather on the twos with News 12 Brooklyn's Daryl Green. And Daryl, you say just a number of hours before it all changes. Meanwhile, the grandparents of a Brooklyn teen are worried sick. They say their granddaughter went missing and they have no idea where she could be. Gladys Vargas says she got a call from James Madison High School yesterday saying her granddaughter Rachel had cut school. When Rachel returned home later that day, Vargas says she reprimanded Rachel for playing hooky. Vargas says she woke up this morning to find Rachel missing and the front door open.
As soon as I looked for her in the house because I thought she was in the couch. So I look all over, she left the door open. I say, oh my God, so I start screaming and I called the cops right away.
Good kid who's raised by a grandmother who's, I actually think she retired to take care of her.
All right, Vargas believes Rachel was wearing a gold jacket and jeans when she went missing. And if you have any information on where she might be, call police 1-800-577-TIPS. 3 Brooklyn teens are arrested upstate accused of having fake credit cards. State police say Mariah Hernandez, Dennis Lloyd, and Bourne Ball were passengers in a car that was pulled over for speeding Monday on I-87. Authorities say that's when they found the fake cards. The 3 are charged with possession of a forged instrument, and that's a felony charge. I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. Community leaders rally for change in the wake of Officer Randolph Holder's death. We'll tell you what they're demanding next. We continue to following a developing story tonight on 12. Investigators continue to sift through a mountain of evidence before the district attorney brings the case before a grand jury for former charges against the man accused of murdering an NYPD officer from our borough. News 12 Brooklyn's Ray Ramondi is here with new information tonight on the suspect and the very latest on the investigation rank. Community leaders, meantime, from all around the city are coming together in the wake of this tragic shooting, calling for change. Community activist Tony Herbert, along with religious leaders and elected officials, held a press conference today, a block away from where Officer Holder was shot. They say they are outraged over the violence in the community and something must be done about it. They're calling for everyone to stand strong with the NYPD and diligently work to get guns off the streets. Viewers are sharing their thoughts about this tragedy on our Facebook page, and we want to hear more from you too. Just search for News 12 Brooklyn and leave a comment. Shifting gears here, the Mets are one game away from the World Series, and it's Game 4 of the National League Championships against the Cubs in Chicago. News 12 Brooklyn's Shayna Estulin is in Bay Ridge talking with diehard fans about the amazing chances. I agree with that owner, Shayna. Thank you so much. Wherever you're watching the game, we want to see your photos. Submit them at news12.com by clicking on the Photos and Videos tab. Don't forget to tell us your name and your neighborhood. And time now to check on Weather of the Twos with Daryl Green once more. And for those people not able to go to Wrigley, it's good weather for them tonight.
Beautiful conditions.
The famous Rent is Too Damn High party founder Jimmy McMillan is at it again. He wants your vote in 2016. That's right, he says he's running for president. News 12 Brooklyn's Crystal Walker met with the White House contender near his East Village home. Crystal, thank you. After months of speculation, Vice President Joe Biden says he will not run for president in 2016.
I've said all along, what I've said time and again to others, that it may very well be that that process, by the time we get through it, closes the window on mounting a realistic campaign for president, that it might close. I've concluded it has closed.
Biden added that he looks forward to continuing to work with President Obama to bring about positive change in the country. Well, look in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Nope, it's Ready Girl, and this superhero is helping your kids get prepared for emergencies. Ready Girl flew in from the city's Office of Emergency Management to Brooklyn Superhero Supply Company. She spoke with visiting students from PS 39 on preparing for an emergency. Ready Girl says have at least 2 phone numbers you can call in for an emergency, 1 local, 1 out of state, plus a stay-at-home kit with extra food and water.
Well, what came into it was creating a character that is relatable. So she's from New York City. She is a normal kid just like anyone else, but she was able to help during Hurricane Sandy because she had a plan. So it's about creating that message about being prepared, and having a plan can help you in any types of emergency.
And this brings us to our question of the day. Do you discuss emergency preparedness with your kids? Let us know at news12.com or channel 612 on Optimum TV. I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. Up next, we show you how one Brooklynite's taking his beloved hobby to a whole new level in Gowanus. And fans of the Coney Island Boardwalk can make a fun last even longer with a new hotel opening in the area. Our Brooklyn man is taking his hobby to a whole new level. Lenny Schiller owns 64 classic cars he keeps in his Gowanus garage. He's been collecting them for more than 40 years. The former economist says he buys them cheap and then spends hours fixing them up. It's something he loves to do, but his advice to others who love classic cars: only collect a few unless you want to spend most of your time caring for them.
These cars take a lot of TLC, and that is not just tender loving care, it's also time, labor, and capital.
The garage is closed to the public, but you can see some of the cars on the big and small screen. Schiller's cars have appeared in MTV music videos, and one of his trucks is in the new Tom Hanks movie, Bridge of Spies. I'm Kelsey Minor, and this is News 12 Brooklyn. We're as local news gets. Time for the latest results of our question of the day. Do you discuss your emergency preparedness with your kids? So far, most of you say yes. You still have time to weigh in at news12.com or channel 612 on Optimum TV.